Well, good morning. How's everybody doing this morning? 6:22, and it is daylight out. I can clearly see. Kind of. Who knows what'll happen today? Just wait 5 minutes and the weather will change. Well, good morning. How's everybody doing this morning? It's a little frosty out. 34 this morning I saw. So with that being said, we need to bed this pig building down with straw. They're keeping it clean for the most part. I'm relatively surprised for the most part. Well, darn it, I didn't bring a pitchfork down here with me. Oh well. Pigs will do the majority of it. Well, they're kind of starting to... I kind of had a bad feeling that putting a gate in here would be bad. But, you know, we kind of need something in here to help corral the animals. When it comes time to load, we can swing that gate around. It'll hit about somewheres over there. So, just to make things a little bit easier when it comes time to load pigs out. It is really nice being able to have a building you can actually stand up in here, let alone when it comes time to clean it out. It'll make it so much easier. Give them something to do too, you know, knock it around all the way. So every so often you gotta come in here and poke the feeder down. We currently have it shut off, so that way we can get all this bad feed out of here. And all that I'm just doing is just using the top end of a hoe handle to poke the feed down. We had a hook in here. This is an old hoe handle. I had broken the other one because what I did was I stuck it in the feeder, you know, this way. And I went to go pull on it and the thing just snapped right in half. So, and it was all band-aided up and just... It was not in the world's greatest shape, so that broke. Just got an old hoe and chopped the head off. We even tried putting a little bit of teeth on the thing. Look at that. Hey there, you see them edges? That gives it a little bit of character. So, just something that we did and we thought might help. Pig pens are all bedded down. The outside building. Oh, come on, hurry up, get this gate latched. There's a string in there. I don't want the pigs to have, because that could get wrapped around their, well, it just, strings and pigs just don't match, I don't think. It's actually a really great idea. What my grandfather did was he went and pounded nails every so often down the walkway here to hang baler twine on, because baler twine is more useful than the average person thinks. You can use it to tie hydraulic hoses together. You can use it to tie gates together. Basically anything that needs tied together, you have string available. Rather than just going out and buying string, you can just make do with the string off of square bales of straw and square bales of hay. That's one thing I like about reusing string. Now when the nails obviously get too full of string, then you just take and throw it away. Or you can do whatever you want with it. I really don't care. It's how each individual lives their life and what they see fit. But because if you need string to tie a gate open or a gate closed or which not, you have it right where you can get to it. If you don't have string available, say you threw it away, then, well, you are SOL, so out of luck. So what's next on the to-do list is we need to take all this hay here that's on the bottom, and we need to get rid of it. So we're just going to utilize the gator and haul it around to the hay rack, and we're going to put it in the hay rack for the cows to eat. Exactly why we get rid of this stuff is with this being a dirt floor and a moldy hay, most people don't like it. Same thing again. It's a bad thing about a dirt floor. So what I'm gonna do after I get done with getting rid of these 10 bales, there are 10 bales here, and I'm gonna come back, get that loose stuff, throw it in the buggy, haul it around there to the other side again. keep the cows happy for a couple days. Working on getting my second load out of here. When you cross stagger the bales like this, they lock in better. Meaning if you have them all going the same direction, there's more chance of them flopping over, and it has happened before. That's why you stack them opposite. So I have no clue if this hay off the barn floor will be enough to where I can get a bale of hay in this rack, but we'll try. Anyhow, that's all we can do. And there it is. 9 bales in the rack. I actually think it might take realistically I'm thinking, because I don't have all the answers to everything, probably, well, 1 round bale gets about the halfway point, so that's 9 square bales. So thinking maybe 6 square bales to a round bale, maybe. I'm not sure. That's why, you know, you look things up on the internet, is to make sure you have all your facts straight. I don't think, nah, there's no way a round bale is gonna fit in there alongside of the square bales that I put in there, because that skid loader, I don't have enough in it to flick the hay, the round bale, to the back of the rack. I mean, I guess I could technically come in through the gate and dump it in from the back side, because there's no cows in here. I think I might do that, actually. I think that might actually work. Well, it'll be 2 weeks since we had a starter for a tractor. It is still broken, and there ain't telling realistically how much longer we'll have to wait around for a starter. We can get this tractor back up and going.
99-330-835.
You don't mind listening to the news, but we gotta turn it down a little bit. Gotta pick the twines up, and there's a very, very good reason why you pick the twines up. The cats must be onto me or something. Little playful characters. Get the floor all cleaned up. It's always good to just clean up the loose stuff. It makes walking in the barn easier. That way you're not tripping all over the stuff. If I had to build a building, I have nothing against a dirt floor. And I would put concrete down first, because in doing so, you can have so many more uses with a concrete floor versus a dirt floor. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with a dirt floor, although you guys have seen me take the bottom layer of the square bales out of here and how they had a little bit of black mold on them. Well, in my thinking, that a concrete poured floor would alleviate that issue, in terms of you can sell the bottom row off to customers rather than feeding to cattle. That's just my opinion. This is not a dirt or not a concrete poured floor, but I'm just saying, if it was, you could park other equipment in the building as well. Once you get all the hay out of here and the straw, you could like put the hay tedder in here, the disc bind, or a couple wagons, but we have other buildings. I'm just saying, if you didn't have all these buildings and you needed to put your equipment under a shelter and you got the hay out of here in a timely manner before the winter, or for the weather went and turned, you could say put a hay rake in here, put the tedder in here, you name it, it can be put in a building. I'm just stating what I would do if I was building a building. That's just what I'm doing. Do I really enjoy pulling straw out of a building like this? Not entirely, but it's what has to happen. It's always a good rule of thumb, I feel, that when you are up top throwing bales down that you need to bed the pin. I already have what, 2 bales in there already to, no, just 1 bale in there already, and I need 6, so I need 5 more. So what I will do with the extras is I will just place them inside until we need them. framed, just like that. The straw has been placed in here to where we can get a hold of it if we need. We'll just have to pull the bales off of here to make our stair step so we can get up here and get all the way up there where I was. I personally like to start at the back of the building and work my way down in layers. But teach our own. Kids like to hide underneath the sink. Why, I don't know. Must be a warm place or something. I haven't figured that out. What are you kids doing? You are such a big kitty. Man. You are such a big kitty. And friendly too. You know how to shake? Huh? Like a dog? Get paw. Get paw. There you go. Get paw. Come on. Come on, get paw. No. Get paw. There you go. There you go, buddy. Get paw. Hey. Get paw. You're just watching me make a fool out of myself, aren't you? How dare you? Got the cow pen all bedded. It wasn't even on my list to do. I just went and did it anyhow. They have hay in there, so that's good. Won't have to worry about that for a little bit. If I get some time after I place a bale of hay out for the cows, I will grab a leaf blower and blow all these pesky leaves out of the way. Well, I'm going to take a broom and sweep them leaves out of the doorway, so when I back that 8300 inside, I will not be tracking leaves inside with me, and they can stay out here where they belong. So on my way over yonder to go grab my John Deere skid loader, I will drop in this pig building here, make sure that one feeder is still dispensing feed like it should. I get people asking me all the time, what do you have to do on the farm? What are your set jobs? What are your set things to do and all this and all that? And I go, I do it all, you know. That one's kind of starting to get plugged up again. Not very much feed is. There. There we go. There we go. I mean, yeah, it takes a little bit of time. It takes a little bit of time to get the feed all poked out, just like that, and you come in here every so often and you just run that guy up there, up and down, because there's feed that is all stuck in that one side because they would sleep and do their business in the feeder and get the thing all plugged up. So come back in a couple hours and do it all over again. There was a nice gentleman that lives in the area here I'm not going to mention his name just because I don't like doing that. But I will say I wasn't expecting it. It was back in the spring when I was using the 40-20 to spread manure with. I was spreading over at mom and dad's over there, and I had ran a big wad of manure right through the darn thing. The belt slipped, and all that I had to dig the thing out with was that shovel there, and it took me, I want to say, over 2 hours to dig the thing out. Now, it was not a result of baler twine being wrapped around the beaters here, because when you get baler twine like this here wrapped around the beaters, it can cause the seals to go out and everything. So I was just spreading along, and all of a sudden the thing just quit. It just stopped. So with that being said, I was getting frustrated. I was getting annoyed at the problem because it was my mistake. This nice gentleman, I think he was going to field school. Yeah, I can say that. He was going to field school, and he was driving a tractor for drive your tractor day for school or something along the lines. And I was thinking, man, who the heck is that guy? And he stopped and asked if I needed a hand digging out my spreader. I said, you got some gloves? He's like, nah, man, I don't. I'm like, oh man, I didn't have any on me at the time to loan to him to give me a hand digging the spreader out. That was my fault, was I didn't come prepared. And it goes to show that there are still nice people in the world that they go, hey, that guy needs a hand. Maybe I'll pop in and see if he needs a hand fixing his piece of equipment. And this young man surely did that. So I just want to say thank you, young man, from the bottom of my heart. It warms my heart just to know that there are still nice people in this world. I see it, day in and day out. I'll be doing something along the road where I need a hand, and people don't stop, or I'm mowing along the road and people don't even bother to get over. But this young man, and I'll just say it, he has a servant's heart to say, hey, I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna help this farmer get his machine going, even if it's just a simple, do you need a hand? That right there just goes and says, that there are still nice people in the world. So I just wanted to get that out of the way, even though I will carry that in my heart forever, that young man stopped and helped and offered to help me clean my spreader out when I was least expecting it. So I guess we will start that 8300 up and let it warm up. We need to wash it, and we need to give it the same TLC package that we did that John Deere 3010, if you guys remember that. sit here and warm up for a couple of moments while I go put a round bale of hay out. So for those of you asking how much or how many square bales equal a round bale, and I was wrong in my thinking earlier when I said about 6 or so square bales to a round bale. It's actually more along the lines of 10 to 20 square bales equal a round bale, because there is density, crop density. They have to figure in the weight of the crop, which is basically density, and how big the round bale is, whether it be straw or hay. You have to figure in all of those when comparing square bales to round bales. Good morning. How's everybody doing this morning? It's gonna be a good day. Just now getting daylight out. I love it. And we got manure to haul today. So let's get with it. Get this 40-20 rolling. I think it's telling me it's a little cold, that it needs to sit and warm up for a little bit.